Chapter 19 After Effects. After retracing their steps back to the larger group camped out at the safety line, anchor Captain Kopf led the group back to the main camp. Work had continued in their absence. Seeing that the radio base station had been completed, Captain Kopf ordered Frederick to develop the images and use the telescanner, an innovative use of television technology that allowed still images to be sent over radio waves, to almost immediately forward the pictures to his superiors in Germany. Frederick, update me once the images have been received. I want to know immediately of any updates to our overarching orders. Sir, yes, sir. There are around 70 images. It could take some time. Realizing how much information they were about to send, Captain Kopf thought for a second before replying. Yes, of course, Frederick. Keep me posted either way. In a back office in Berlin, 10,132 miles, 16,306 kilometers, away, a telescanner beeped and started to receive the first of the images. Being on a similar line of longitude to Germany meant there were people at work proceeding through their normal work day. The first person to look up as the machine announced its activity was a young clerk, Hermann Muller. Being captivated by the latest technology, he walked over and saw that a set of Nixie lamps indicated that 70 images were about to be received. Protocol dictated that the first page would be an index of all documents transmitted, accompanied by a brief message that offered any explanation that the sender thought may be required to interpret the data. Waiting for it to complete, Hermann sipped his cup of coffee and stared as this piece of groundbreaking technology hummed, clicked, and whirred before him, producing the first of 71 pages. Taking the completed page, Hermann read the message. FTO Annenerb Science Division. Attached are 70 images of a new discovery made in New Swabia. As preparing works were being carried out, a tunnel was discovered. This tunnel led to a large, as yet not fully defined, space wherein a number of structures exist. Captain Kopf and a small team set off in an exploratory capacity. During these explorations, 2 structures were investigated further. Having no experts on site at this stage, Captain Kopf requests that a science officer reviews these images and advises if standing orders need to be updated in light of the discovery. Hermann thought for a second to work out who should receive the documents before consulting a Rolodex. The only logical person to review such material would be on floor 2. All the time Hermann was considering the message, he absent-mindedly managed the images as they spooled off the telescanner. Very much like an Instamatic camera, each transmission required careful removal and placement separately to dry, which only took a few seconds. The pile steadily grew until the full complement of 70 images were delivered. Pressing the manual acknowledge button, Hermann sent the verification receipt to the sender so they knew their message had been received. He then gathered the pile of images up and took them directly to floor 2. All the time he was blissfully unaware of what the images contained. If he had realized, this would have been the story he retold time and time again in later life. Did you know I was there the day this discovery was made? In fact, it was me that. Instead, Hermann would not have this claim to fame. Within 2 hours, an anonymous science division officer would review the images, see something that simply could not have been, and would have the images forwarded to Lake Torntrask, enshrining their existence in the highest security possible. It was only then, in the safety of Dr. Marburg's possession, that the surface, the truth of what lay in Antarctica, would start to be scratched.